masters in the future.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So the next question is something related to multiple entry and multiple exit. So the question is this: the new curriculum framework, with its features of flexibility in switching between the disciplines of study, offering and multiple entry and multiple exit option, and how this will impact, Indian education system. So, Anil sir, your thought on this?
Two things. One is that flexibility may not be happen fast because we really don't have truly multi-disciplinary universities in this country. Second is that many subjects are still outside the purview of this flexibility, like engineering, education, medicine, law. These are all outside the purview of this flexibility at this point. And I think they are not going to be so easily come into the purview so quickly. So it will, and secondly, most institutions have, if you look at most of the private universities, they would have certain, mostly around the professional program. So they really don't have basic sciences and hard social sciences. So, given the present, and if you know that majority of the institutions in the country are monodiscipline or focused on two or three professional programs. That's the condition, or sometimes even traditional programs, just arts and science and things like that. So in that sense, we need to look for some major consolidation and shift in the higher education. It will happen. But probably by 20. You probably have that kind of a scenario. I don't think it will happen before that. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see that happening just because the curriculum framework has said that's possible. And second is multiple entry, multiple exits. See, from a good institution, how many will exit? Very small percentage, right? Maybe I would say about 2%, 1 or 2%. That for many other reasons: marriages, health, not able to socially adjust, so there may be those conditions which they will exit. But good institutions don't expect any. I mean, this is not just here, even in the world, people don't really exit from good institutions, and good institutions necessarily won't want to take it somebody who just want to move from another institution to this institution. So yeah, the current situation, at least the medium term, will not make that possible, but long term, in a 10, 12 year horizon, I think that those are possibilities.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Malvin sir, your thought on this?
Yeah, the thing is, the demand, it's a great, expectation to have so many disciplines or, subjects available in under one roof. And I think that possibility does not exist in the near future. And one of the problems about switching between disciplines of study and would be that students may not be well, they wouldn't have studied a subject in depth in a particular field. Right now what we do is a student who is studying physics, for example, he would had so many credits in physics itself, and then he comes out with the in-depth study of this particular discipline. But when you allow him to choose different aspects, he may have required number of credits to do his PhD in physics. But what happens is the in-depth study of the particular discipline will be lacking. And the fear is that there will be dilution of the study of a discipline by a student. So that problem would arise in a situation like this. And of course, the dropout rate after the exit options, I think very, very small percentage of students will exit. That has been our experience even in the current structure. And I don't think many will leave the institution as long as that they're delivering as per their expectations.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Dr. Suja, ma'am, your thought on this?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with what Dr. Pinto and Dr. Melvin had just now said. As they said, that there wouldn't be a great movement from one discipline to another discipline. That would be a very minimal percentage. As Dr. Melvin said that majoring in a particular discipline, you should have had a depth, a treatment of that discipline. You should have a major chunk of credits coming from that particular discipline, and midway you will not be moving to another discipline. So I don't think so that that would happen. And if it happens, that needs a lot of homework on it. But we could offer interdisciplinary courses because students, see, look at undergraduation program. It should be quite broad based, right? And offering interdisciplinary courses would help the student, because if a student say picks up say engineering, all right, with computer science engineering as their major, right, they could shift in between to say artificial intelligence and ML, right? If they think that that is where their interest lies and things like that. But for that, they should be given the opportunity to explore this course. And the only way to do that is to offer interdisciplinary courses. For example, a student who is doing, say, a IT program, and if you offer interdisciplinary courses in the domain of law or in the domain of, say, arts and things like that, you know, the student will then get to know, you know, oh, this is where my interest lies. This is where I would like to make a career. So that experience if the child needs to get, then they should be exposed to interdisciplinary courses and multidisciplinary courses. That is going to be the way forward, because then them choosing a career, them choosing a higher education in the future would be in much more learned fashion vis-a-vis what's happening at the undergraduation level. Today, if you ask the students, barring a few percentage, the children takes a career based on what is the hearsay. My neighbor said, my teacher said, my friends said, my friends are doing this program in a particular institution, so I pursue that. So from that kind of a mode to transform into being very learned in their choice of program and institution and a career, I think at least at the higher ed should have the responsibility in giving them an opportunity to be aware of it. That is how one of the way you can drive holistic development, right? That was our first question, isn't it? So having said that, it is going to be a challenge, but I think we have to go towards that with much more clarity. And in terms of the mode of teaching and learning, being hybrid, online and offline, and so on and so forth, we have to mature towards that. As I told earlier, the students must be having that what do you say, that experience, and that can't suddenly come at the higher level. Our experiences, a population of students are okay with it, but a large population of students, we should handhold them. Even if you offer a course on an online mode, you should have a faculty map to that cohort and managing them, advising them, and ensuring that this course is being completed. So it's a huge challenge on the magnitude of resource which we require in terms of faculty and other learning resources. But then that's the way to go forward.
Okay.